We're joined by Minjee Lee after a 4-under 68 in the second round of the CME Group Tour Championship. Minjee, 5 birdies on the scorecard at 4, 6, 10, 13, and 17. Any one of those stand out as helping kind of get the day moving for you?
I think the one on 3. It was a good hole for me, I guess. I had a uphill putt there, so it kind of started my day a little bit of momentum going into the next couple of holes. So, yeah, probably on the 3rd.
Putting wise, how are you seeing the hole? It seems like your putter's pretty warm this week.
Today I probably missed a couple of closer opportunities that I had for birdie, but it was a little bit different conditions in comparison to yesterday. So a little more windier. Just need to judge it a little differently.
You've only missed 2 fairways this week, only 3 greens in regulation. Ball striking seems pretty solid as well.
Mm-hmm.
Does it remind you of any other weeks this year? Maybe one that you won?
Evian. No, I mean, I feel like from Dow, and then Evian, obviously, I've been striking the ball pretty well, pretty much week in, week out, so I've been pretty consistent in that retrospect. But, I think the biggest difference is putting. I can always hit it pretty close to the hole, so if I hold the putt or if I don't, that's the biggest difference.
You mentioned yesterday, Minjee, about feeling like a different person after winning the Evian Championship. What feels different about yourself now?
I think I can just play a little bit more freely. Like I know that I have it in me, and I've been out here 7 years, but I still, you still go back to feeling like, oh, do I really belong here? And if you don't win for a little while, it kind of, not doubt, but it just kind of like, am I going to win again? Just kind of like that kind of thoughts, those kind of thoughts. So it's just like a little silent confidence for me, just so I could go out there and play confidently and know that I can play under pressure and play well under pressure.
Are there any moments where that imposter syndrome was the strongest this year?
Probably. I mean, I didn't probably play as well as I liked to in the beginning of the year. I probably just I didn't feel like that, but I just felt like I was really close, but I wasn't really, like the results weren't coming out in the score. So that was a little frustrating, but, I kind of had a good week at Dow, and, playing with a partner I think is really different to playing by yourself. So I think that momentum kind of carried on to Evian, and I saw Minwoo win as well. So I think that was a little bit of a motivation for me as well.
And over your 7-year career, you're well known for your consistency. You're looking at your 5th consecutive top 25 this week. What has changed for you to refine that consistent play over these last few events?
I've been pretty confident in my ball striking. I mean, obviously after Evian and the British, I had really good finishes there. So I think that kind of carried on to the rest of the year. So that was probably the biggest thing.
What's it like when you have so many players, particularly in an event like this, that are so bunched at the top? I mean, I think there's 13 players within 2 or 3 shots and 2 rounds to go.
I mean, 2 rounds, saying it's quite a lot of golf left. So I think the course sort of sets up for a kind of a bunched leaderboard at the moment. Like yesterday was playing quite easy, and today, the wind was its defense. So I think depends on the weather on the weekend, and hopefully we get some good weather, maybe some tough conditions, and then we can see what happens on the leaderboard.
Last one I have, how much did the wind play a factor today?
The wind was probably everything that we had to factor in. I mean, the greens and the condition of the golf course is so good. The putting green is really, really amazing. So I think just judging the wind and the shots was the biggest thing. So I think it played the biggest factor.
Thanks, Minjee.
Thank you.
Good luck this week.
Thanks.